Hey everybody, it's Double B, aka WrestleGamer, back here on the WGS YouTube channel, youtube.com/WrestleGamer. Well, we have Monday Night Raw tonight, and for those of you, again, who did not check out the video I posted up last night, it talks about how the enemy of the free world, freedom, peace, and all that kind of stuff like that, Osama bin Laden, is dead, which is a victory for the United States and the free world. So what better way than to have Lillian Garcia start off Monday Night Raw with singing the national anthem, and it was just great. I mean, it was not only great seeing Lillian Garcia, who was like smoking hot in that dress she was in. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, I know she's singing the national anthem, but yikes. Can you guys tell I'm that lonely? Anyway. We had The Rock come out because it was also Rock's birthday. Happy birthday, anyway. But of course, he was going back and forth about him being a Miami Hurricane, how he's in college football, how he got started in wrestling. Then we had Michael Cole come up to try to draw heat, and apparently he was wearing a Boston Celtics T-shirt and getting a big round of boos from the crowd like he always does. And then apparently it was a message from the Honors Raw general manager, which basically turned into The Rock giving Michael Cole the rock bottom, then the people's elbow. So big ups to that, because then that meant we had a whole Monday Night Raw without Michael Cole, because when we came back, Jim Ross was back on commentary. So kudos on a great move like that. Then we were scheduled to have a match between R-Truth and John Morrison, and instead, to further solidify R-Truth as a heel in the WWE, he came out and jumped John Morrison and beat him down without giving us a chance to have a match. But let me say this, between the Lillian Garcia singing and the Rock promo and then him beating down Michael Cole, we were already like more than halfway into the first hour. So by the time that all that happened, So the next thing, we were scheduled to have a match between Maurice and Kelly Kelly. Now, first off, just to get to see Kelly Kelly and Lily Garcia on the same show. Again, I'm lonely. Anyway, but then Karma came out, and Karma, as you know, and bad karma. There's bad karma for bad people, and I guess Karma considers Maurice a bad person. She gave her the implant buster. Let me say this: Karma was looking good. Because again, for those of you who don't know, if you go on www.thewrestlegamershow.com, there's a picture of me with her. Because I actually last year worked a show with her in Sunset, Louisiana, and I got the opportunity to meet her. And she's a great person, by the way, guys. Backstage, she's a fantastic person. I don't mean to break kayfabe, but when she's backstage, if she's talking to somebody, if you're a fan and you come up and you either ask her for an autograph or a picture, she will stop what she's doing and give you an autograph and take a picture with you. She appreciates the fans that much. I might get a little heat from other guys saying, you shouldn't be talking like that, but it's true. She really appreciates the fans. So she was, I had a wonderful time meeting her. She took a picture with me. It's up on my website. And let's just say I truly enjoyed working with her that night. So then we had Miz and Alex Riley backstage. Miz apparently pissed off that he lost the title last night, Extreme Rules. By the way, I do apologize for not posting up any results and reactions videos the past couple of days. Have been like kind of hectic over here. Anyway, then we had a comedy segment involving The Rock backstage with first Vladimir Kozlov talking, and then next thing we see Santino Marella dressed up like somebody from the new Fast and the Furious movie. Then we had, as The Rock in the Fast and the Furious movie. Then we had Hornswoggle dressed as the Scorpion King, complaining of a toothache. Then we had the Great Khali dressed in the biggest tutu I've ever seen in my life as a Tooth Fairy. And I'm like, first of all, how in the hell did they convince him to do this? Like, the Great Khali, okay, what do you have me doing today? We're going to have you dressed in a giant tutu for The Rock's birthday party. No, okay. Seriously, what are you going to have me doing tonight? You could be wearing a giant tutu. Okay. How did they convince him to do that? I'll never know. I'll never know. Then we had the title match, the rematch with John Cena and taking on the Miz. It was an okay match. I thought it made it better that we had Jim Ross calling it because Michael Cole would be sucking Miz's dick throughout the entire thing. And then of course we had the typical heel run-ins. Now, and we'll say this: a lot of people in the chat room on Blog TV were going to say this: if they had made Cena drop the title The Miz tonight, the title would have been like WCW. Constantly changing the world title belts every second freaking night. So, and at first it didn't look like that way, and then because the belt was used behind the referee's back, referee didn't see it until Miz dropped the title out of his arms when he was celebrating with Riley. Referee put two and two together for once and reversed the decision, disqualified Miz, and therefore John Cena retains. And then after the match, John Cena beat up Miz and Alex Riley. Then we had a match featuring the newly drafted stars from SmackDown over to Raw: Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, Drew McIntyre, Jack Swagger. Had Alberto Del Cuifo on commentary for that match. I don't know why. And apparently it looks like they're going to be starting up after this match and over. Rey Mysterio and Kofi won the match. But from what it looks like, is they're probably going to restart another feud with Alberto Del Rio and Rey Mysterio. I'm like, okay, didn't we see this on SmackDown? Why do we need to see it on Raw? I really don't understand that. So then we had Rock, who was interrupted by Vicky Guerrero and Dolph New Hair Ziggler, and apparently they were going to make fun of him. And apparently behind the giant cake they had was Mae Young, and apparently they thought it was going to make fun of Rock by having Mae Young there. But apparently Rock is really into Mae Young, and he's big fan of hers because she is a Hall of Famer. She's one of the first ever divas ever in wrestling. So it was great to see that. Then we had a scheduled match between Kane and Mason Ryan. I was really impressed with Mason Ryan. I was really impressed with him. I thought he did a good job in this match. And then we had the rest of the Nexus come out and beat down Kane, and then we have Big Show coming trying to help him, and then Big Show gets speared by Mason Ryan. I say this: apparently they're going to go from Big Show and Kane feuding with the Core to now Big Show and Kane feuding with the Nexus. So I don't know. I don't know about that, guys and gals. I don't know what about that. But as far as match of the night for Monday Night Raw tonight, I know I'm probably going to get some heat on this, but I have to go with John Cena and Miz. That's the standout match of the night. I mean, we were scheduled to have R-Truth and Morrison. I would have loved to have seen that and see the way it would have went. But instead, it just turned it into a beatdown. And then we really didn't have a match with Maurice and Kelly Kelly because Conrad showed up and gave the implant buster to Maurice. Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, McIntyre, and Jack Swagger, I would say would be match number 2 of the night. The second best match of the night. And then Kane and Mason Ryan. I don't know. It really ended in a beatdown. And again, it does look like... Now, there are 2 possible scenarios I'm seeing out of this from what I saw tonight. Is the fact that, one, we're having a new feud this time with Big Show and Kane taking on Nexus. The new Nexus. But it also looks like now they're trying to hint a breakup of Nexus. I mean, they've already tried hinting at breakups of the Core on Friday Night SmackDown, and they didn't pan out with that. So I don't know how they're going to pan out with Nexus. You never know. So so my pick for match of the night is John Cena and Miz. I want to hear what you guys watching the video right now. What was your match of the night or moment of the night? If you want to put it like that, leave your comments in the comment section below. Again, comments are always appreciated. Until then, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, aka WrestleGamer. Thanks for watching.